You're watching The Ugly Inside? Subscribe below.
Welcome back to our end of season reviews. Moving forward into our midfielders now, and a player that's taken an opportunity, another young player that come out of the academy, Josh Sims. I think this is worth discussing a video on its own because he's taken a great influence and actually set up some important goals for us this season. Ruben, ex-Saint and Ewan. Ruben, first of all, Josh Sims, what have you made of his season so far? Two important assists that stick out for me. An assist against Everton, setting up Charlie Austin, and that wonderful ball through for Shane Lowry.
First and foremost, what gets me with Josh Sims is a bit like when I made my debut in 1980, whatever it was. Half the stand didn't know who he was. After all of a sudden, it's like, Josh Sims, what? Unless you're following the club right the way through, there would have been a lot of people holding their hands up here. I was thinking, who? Where did they get him from? I don't know, he's only 19. So, I thought, that's great, because a bit like myself, you come in, you're thrown in, also not even being on the bench, I don't think.
No, you're right.
So you've gone from not even being on the bench to playing. It's a big old jump to make, and you're doing so well. I thought, take my hat off to him, and the game is consequently where he's come on, played, and he's done really, really well. I think he's one for the future. I think he's one to be on the bench initially every game, and to come on and change things. And he did play against Hull, I think, recently. He came on late in that game.
The thing I'm most impressed about Josh Sims' game and all-round abilities, his directness. He doesn't have any fear taking players on. His low centre of gravity and kind of wriggles his way through and just kind of knocks it and just runs past the defenders.
Yeah, really hard, I think, for defenders to deal with because he's quick, he's small as well, and they know if they're going to go anywhere near him, that he's going to win a foul, he's going to win a free kick, and getting us up the pitch is ideal. Only disappointment with Josh Sims is that since the EFL Cup final, he hasn't had more of a first team feature. I think that we've had more of a set starting lineup, and he hasn't been able to feature in that, which slightly disappoints me, especially when we couldn't get Europe and there wasn't a lot to play for. I'd like to see more opportunities given to players like Sam McQueen, Josh Sims, Jake Hesketh if he was fit, and these sort of players to play more often and get more first-team experience, which is vital, and they maybe won't be able to do it at the start of next season.
And it's just another success story, another player to come through the academy. And when does the conveyor belt stop?
Hopefully, never. When they're out there day in day out, scanning all over the world, aren't they? For in the black room, is it the black room or something?
Black box.
The black box, yeah. And it's another one of those that you kind of hope he does well, but then you hope he doesn't do too well, too quick, because you know the chances are he's going to be lured away, depending on what sort of contract they've given him.
What I'd like to see is, like Ewan said, more opportunities in the first team, perhaps more chances on the bench. But let's summarise Josh Sims' appearances that we've seen so far this season. I think it's just under 10 appearances in all competitions. Summarise and rating out of 10, mate.
Considering the amount of starts he's had and the amount of experience, as Ruben said earlier, I will give him a 7.5 out of 10.
I'll go for a 7 out of 10. I think it's quite raw. I think given more games, more consistency, it will improve. But what impressed me was he wasn't overawed by the occasion. I think you can come into the lights and you're like, oh my god, you're playing in the first team and freeze, and none of that. It was got the ball direct. I think he's got a great future. Hopefully it's with Southampton.
Yeah, great potential for Josh Sims, and I have to echo 7 actually. I think potential to go on to be a fantastic player for us, and he was also nominated for the Premier League 2 Player of the Year. I'm not sure what the outcome of that was, but yeah, Josh Sims, fantastic player and great opportunity, potential into excellence, as I say at Staplewood. But 7 out of 10 for me. Leave us your thoughts in the comments below. Leave us your likes. Leave us your comments on Josh Sims' future as well, and don't forget to subscribe for more.